I never had any plans to really be a professional photographer or even to be a photographer. I really wanted to be a painter. I would go to museums, I look through books of great painters. I would shoot and get lost in the feeling of being that artist within that period of time.
Renowned museums and fine art galleries around the world embrace Farber's work.
Galerija Dubrovnik ugostila je postav američkog fotografa Roberta Farbera.
He really is a man of the photograph. He is all that photography means to us. Robert is the real deal.
I get a call one day from my literary agent. She said, there's an interest from Jackie Onassis about your work, and she wanted to know would like to see what you're doing. So she called for a meeting and wanted to see me come into Doubleday, and I was working on a lot of photographs taken around the Mediterranean. And she looks at the work and she said, wouldn't you like to take pictures all over and New England, and can't you just smell the corn on the cob and the lobster, the clam bake? And we'll do a book called By the Sea. The By the Sea book opened up doors with a fine artwork, but yet it even helped me more commercially.
One of the most interesting things that's evolved for me is looking at much of his older work and to look at the range of not just commercial work, but fine art photography, fashion photography, but to actually realize what a perfectionist this man is.
I confess to feeling the kind of anticipation I imagine one might have felt if one were about to be painted by Picasso. Although thankfully I was confident all my features would remain where nature intended.
There was a realization that I had found myself being inspired more by the subject themselves, less by the preconceived creative process that I preferred to leave behind or use only when necessary for a commercial assignment. In my early and formative years, developing my career as a photographer, there was a seriousness complemented by a personal stability in my life that helped guide me through the early years of my career. Aside from any creative inspirations, I credit my early success to the fact of being married, having loving children, along with a sense of family. Moving away from my married life and children maturing and taking on their own independent lives, so did I.
Okay, rolling. Okay, action, smiles. Okay, let's do it. We'll have Mike come back the other way while we're coming in, all right?
Finding myself totally independent, and now there was a realization that I had new inspiration.